water. And if we throw it all, things can only get better. And do you feel scared? But I won't stop and falter. Alright, here is Queen Melissa. Let's see how this goes.
Hi.
Hail Queen Melissa.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Did you say queen?
I did.
How did you know?
I can see royalty from a mile away.
Oh, okay. There she is. There she is. Just for you.
There you are. Your Majesty, where shall we go?
Oh, how about home?
Your wish is my command.
How's it going today?
Not too bad. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm still a little bit groggy, but
Okay.
I can get us there and back or whatever, you know.
So you're starting on your.
No, I only have an hour left on my clock, so I've been pushing some hours yesterday and today.
I see.
What do you do at the Highlands? Ooh, I like that. A small group reading specialist.
We're a school that works with kids that have learning differences and learning gaps. So
just to make the disclaimer that I am recording for safety and security reasons.
okay,
I just want
very
to let
good.
you know that
Okay, well, do you have my advertisement there? Because that's our byline. So yeah. So everything we do is taught in groups no larger than 12, but my small groups are 3 and 4.
Aged 3 and 4?
No.
Oh, you have that many people in the small group?
We have all ages, but all learning levels, as it were.
In the same group? Or do you try to isolate the people that have the same reading skill?
We try to put elementary and middle, and we have a high school program that we're phasing out, but elementary groups travel in one crew and middle school groups travel in another. So
okay. And
but I might have like a 3rd and 4th grade kids in one room, or 5th and 6th and 7th in one room. It just depends on what their needs are.
Okay.
It's very highly individualized. It's a very cool place.
All right. Do you ever have any opportunities for people on the outside that might be doing independent scientific research? That
We do have
field experts, as you would, you know.
We do have a tutoring program. Kids that can't afford the tuition, perhaps, but have a learning difference could enter into our tutoring program. We have a homeschooling program where the rest of the day.
A background. I have a master's degree in biblical studies.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Only to give you a context for my background, but I've always wanted to just kind of be a fringe, I don't know, like adjunct teacher that would, you know, could be utilized. Like I've always wanted to like do chess club, or, you know, like I said, I actually am a photographer by hobby, and I have thousands of images that are all natural that you can't see with the naked eye. So I deal with long distance photography that your eye would only be able to resolve in a very, very small, just zoom in and show you the eyeball of an eagle, something like that.
Very cool.
And I've always just wondered.
I also have a degree in theology.
Really? Nice. All right.
So for a long time, I was the director of campus ministry in a high school. And
what expression of
I'm sorry.
Christianity?
I missed that. I didn't.
What expression of Christianity or what denomination?
Catholicism, but
Catholicism? Okay. All right. And where did you go to school?
I went to Notre Dame, and my master's is from Loyola and St. Mary's Seminary.
Okay. I've heard of all of those establishments.
Notre Dame is off Charles Street, as is Loyola. They're next door neighbors.
Yeah,
and St. Mary's Seminary is in Roland Park.
I think I just met somebody who said something about either going to school or working at, I can't remember which, but I thought, isn't there out in Western Maryland, isn't that there's this massive Roman Catholic expression of some school, and there's this massive statue of Mary out there.
Oh, Mount St. Mary's College.
And where is that? Right,
that's in Emmitsburg.
Sorry?
Emmitsburg.
And is that still in Maryland or is that West Virginia?
It's Maryland.
Okay.
It's Maryland, and it's right like
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Is it off of 30 then?
Is it?
I'm asking you if it's off 30, right? Because 30 goes across, you go through Gettysburg and Carlisle and all that. I'm just like trying to pack. I used to
It's closer to like
Frederick? I don't know.
Much closer to Frederick.
Yeah, okay. I'm kind of putting pieces together. It's been a while since I've been on those back
In between
roads.
Westminster and Frederick, if that helps you.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, but it's, out. Yeah, that's right. If I took 15 and 11 up.
It's right by Ski Liberty, if you're familiar with that.
Okay.
I wish I knew the numbers, but I honestly don't. As much as I travel that road.
I think it's 30.
Could be.
And coming out of, that Frederick, Westminster area, like you said. So, what do you like to talk about? Do you like to discuss your degree? Is there any particular area that you like to?
I taught religion in lots of facets in Catholic schools. So,
what's your?
So like morality, Hebrew or Christian scripture, Christian lifestyles.
What was the first word you said?
Morality.
Oh, morality. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
But
so
I just like teaching in general too.
What do you think, or do you think there is a singular basis for morality? I don't want to know what the textbook is. I want to know what Melissa thinks.
A singular basis for morality, I guess that would come from God, right?
Yeah, but
Scripture.
I don't want to put words into your mouth. Maybe I should ask this question. What do you think is the basis for morality? Your own personal opinion.
Conscience.
Amen. Hear, hear.
Our faith of Catholicism teaches you about conscience, tells you to use it, supposedly encourages you to use it, but when push comes to shove, they enjoy telling people what to do instead of relying on their conscience and scripture and reflection. So I'm in a little conflict period here about all that.
I had an interesting exchange with my mom a couple of weeks ago because I'm the reason she is a Christian at this day. And that was because when she was in her 30s and I was in my teens, I was going to youth group and Bible study in California. I grew up in Southern California. I'd get up extra early in the morning and open my Bible and be reading the Bible, and she would see me do that. And so she has that affectionate recollection of, her son being just whatever.
A studier of faith. Right?
So then I went to college, and I think that was the year 1992. So it was either 92 or 94. I can't remember. It's either been 32 years or 30 years to the relative.
It all runs together, right?
Right, anymore, right? Yeah, for sure. Anyway, so I basically left my Protestant affiliation and tradition. I just wasn't convinced that my tradition was correct. And I had to rely on the good old, Martin Luther, stand against the Pope and against I can't remember, it was Emperor Frederick or something like that, you know. We had the Diet of Worms, and he says, it is neither right nor good to go against conscience. My conscience is held bound.
It's a gift.
Right? It's held bound. And so I can't, like, it's neither safe nor right for me to do against that thing that my mind is telling me not to do. And so I couldn't fight it anymore. I was holding on to Jesus with one hand and letting go with the other. And it was just like a little, like Wilson and Castaway. Jesus, come back. And he's just like, man, you let me go. And I'm like, yeah, I did. So I went to the church with my mom for the first time in 6 years. So for me, for the first time in 6 years, I honored my mother, and went to church with her. And it was a very, very, very interesting experience. And I'll just say that she and I have had conversations about where I'm at right now, and she's trying to understand it. And it's all, you know, ethereal, woo-woo, moon and sun and astrology and all this other kind of stuff, and spirituality and lucid dreaming and memory and all of these things that I'm just like embracing right now to try to find my own expression. And I said to her, I said, Mom, it just came to me. I said, this is the difference between you and me. It's dogma versus conscience. And right now in this church, you guys are going to celebrate communion as Protestants, not as Catholics, but as Protestants. And so everybody can go up. In this particular Reformed enclave of Protestantism, they allow children as small as you can make it to partake in the elements. They let them have bread. They let them drink wine if they want. Like if you're drinking the wine and eating the bread and your little baby reaches for it, you give it to him because he belongs to that group. He's one of you. If you take the Lord's Supper in vain, you could die, because that's what Paul said. Some of you are sick and some of you are dying because you are not rightly judging the body. You know what I mean? Right?
Gotcha.
But these people are like, this is how children learn. This is how they know they belong. You let them participate. After all, we let them sing.
Well, not to Bible bang, but if you have the faith of a little child, let the little children come.
Okay, very good. Very good. That's another appeal to inductive reasoning.
Innocent, basic, simple.
Okay.
Love of God.
Sure.
And all that other stuff, living in fear, is not my bag of tricks.
Okay, great. Absolutely. So I went up to my mom and I was thinking about all this, and I was like, what am I doing here for the first time in 6 years? And I was excited and trepid at the same time. And I had this thought of trying to get her to understand part of the difference between us. And so I said, the difference between you and me at this moment right now is I could go up as a non-Christian, as a person that I am spiritually right now, and participate in the Lord's Supper with you, and I would be like, yes, this is awesome. This is a great thing to celebrate. This is these people's story, and here I am, and I'm just being a part. And like, I could go up there myself and do that and be okay with you, because I accept everyone's story. I said, but you can't do that for me. And her face completely changed, and she realized that I was right, because for her, I would have to cross my T like her and dot my I like her in dogma in order to be allowed. She's like, no, you can't go up and celebrate. And I'm like, that's the difference between you and me. You want to keep me out. But in my celebration, I would welcome your story.
And this is why 66 churches in the area of Catholic churches in the area of Baltimore are paring down to 22.
That's interesting. You got 66 books in the Bible and 22 letters in the Hebrew.
Now, part of that is obviously part of the consolidation is
what are they going to do with the leftover buildings?
Right. Well,
this disco used to be a cute cathedral.
Yeah, could
right?
be. Could
Hey,
be.
we should open up a little.
Open her up.
Hey, what should we do? Let's find one of these little enclaves.
Let's build apartments. Let's build.
Right? Why not? A little hippie commune. Have some ironic pagan worship going on inside a Catholic church. That would be amazing.
I don't know. levels. I don't
What do
know.
you like? What do you think worship is for you? Do you have a spiritual expression, or do you just have a philosophy?
Well,
or
because I was raised in a Catholic tradition, I'm comfortable with that. Especially like celebrating Eucharist and things like that. I'm comfortable with that. However, I had a really awful experience. Let's put it that way, and because of that experience, it's caused me to do a lot of reflection about organized religion, particularly, no offense, male-dominated organized religion.
Hey, you know what? I mean,
And
patriarchy swells within the heart of.
I've known for years.
Yeah.
But I don't have to with the basic trueness of the faith. So faith and religion, to me and to most people who have a tradition, are two separate things. I don't need the kind of religion I grew up with. I don't need that. I think there's a value in being more spiritual.
So what is religion in your clinical,
How you practice your faith.
How you practice
your faith.
So even
going to mass every Sunday would be a form of practicing your faith.
So even a yogi, even a spiritual, Eastern mystic is religious because he has ritual in his life.
True.
Right?
True.
Would you feel comfortable with that idea?
It's like you keep using the word expression. How do you express it?
Right. Yeah. I try to rock people's boats, and I really, 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 really rock against those Christians that say Christianity's not a religion. I'm like, are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure there's things that you do.
Well, some of it's man-made, and that's what I struggle. I struggle with that now, especially since I've had this wretched experience, and the rose-colored glasses are off.
Yeah.
So
I can see clearly now.
The rain has
My
gone.
glasses are taken off. Something like that.
It's funny. The GPS is telling you to go 695, huh?
Yeah.
What
do you want me to take?
Yeah. That happens sometimes.
What do you want me to take? Moravia?
Oh, we passed it, but it's fine.
What?
I mean,
you know what? That might have been
it's
me.
either
I might have been yammering and yammering and yammering.
But it's either you go from the top down or you go from the bottom up, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not in a rush if you're not. Well, let me ask you this, Melissa. Is this transportation venue what you normally do? Do you normally Uber back and forth?
Currently, we are doing. I'm part of the drama production at our school.
I love drama. I love production.
We are doing Seussical Jr.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Dr. Seuss.
Seussical. Oh, okay.
Based on Horton Hears the Who. Anyway, yeah.
Nice.
So it's a middle school production.
Look, I want to find out how to participate in your cultural school as an adjunct expression of intelligence.
Maybe the first thing would be, and we are hiring them, is looking for subs.
I'm already looking for volunteer, but if you want to hire me, I guess. The only thing that I don't want to do is I do not want to capitulate to any further qualifications, or if I can't just walk in on my own per se. I mean, if you want to do a background check, I don't have a problem. I mean, look, I do Uber.
Yeah, we all have to do that. That's a prerequisite.
That's understandable. I can accommodate that. But in terms of you have to go to a certificate class, you have to get the certificate. I'd be like, thanks a lot. If you don't want my information, then
in order to be a full-time teacher, you do have to have the Orton Gillingham training that's our style of learning. Orton Gillingham, it's a way of teaching reading. But
do you know who Dorothy Sayers?
But if you're subbing, you don't need to take that course.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I should just stay a sub then. Do you know who Dorothy Sayers was?
No.
Oh, I think you would like her. Dorothy Sayers wrote this amazing essay on the trivium and the quadrivium.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
You went to Towson. You went to Towson.
You want me Towson?
You went to Towson.
I thought it was Rosedale. Are you sure? I thought it was Rosedale. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Towson. We won Towson.
Okay.
It'll drive you through Rosedale.
Where's the destination? Where am I finishing off?
Oh, you're Goldfield Court? It didn't tell you?
It does, but when I first looked it up, when I was looking at it, I thought I saw the destination was Rosedale, which is over there.
Oh, it is Rosedale, but all this is Rosedale too.
Oh, okay.
In fact, my apartment is.
That's what threw me off.
Right off 695.
Okay, well that's what threw me off. I was just going to what I thought was.
No worries.
I would have thought this was like Nottingham or something over here.
You know what? The way it gets defined is crazy. It's. Sometimes people call it Nottingham. So I mean, my post office says Rosedale, but they're so closely intertwined. Yeah, and we're going to want to take Bel Air.
Okay.
Over.
All right. Well, that's great. That makes sense then. What you were saying.
That's okay. I don't want to boss you around. I'm sure you know what you're doing. But
whenever I overshoot the directions of the GPS, I always welcome corrections. So I mean. Actually, I took a woman to work today, and she said, the GPS is going to take you this way, but I want you to go this way. I'm like, oh, that's fine with me. Tell me where to go, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's not always the best way, but also sometimes they know, like, there's an accident or something that you could wonderfully avoid if need be.
So here's my follow-up question to what I was asking you about your commuting, right? So tomorrow morning is Tuesday. Are you commuting back to work tomorrow?
Oh, no. My husband takes me in the morning, or my son takes me in the morning. And just for this week, I've been Ubering.
Okay. Well, I would like to offer you my services as an alternative to Uber or Lyft because I am creating a new brand, a new concept.
Trav-EL with the Travis part, right?
Well, no, it's driver.
Oh, okay.
So driver is my concept, and so you're hiring a driver. My name is Trav-EL or Travel or Travis. Those are all the same old English word. It simply means one who travels, which is interestingly ironic because that's what I do. And my middle name is Matthew, which means gift of God.
Yes.
And so I am now an expression of God wherever I travel. I delve into your mind, I bring out the ideas that are in your brain, and I want to know what God thinks. That's why I ask you what you think, because I want to know what God thinks, because the only thing that I can talk to is another God like I am, and that's what I see our existence as. We are all the same energy.
We're all created in the image and likeness of God,
and so
whatever that might be.
And so how am I any judge over you? How am I any critic over you? I'm under you. What do you know? You know something I don't. So therefore, I sit at your feet and I learn. And if you say something that I want to test, I go out and test it. And I go, Melissa was wrong. I just tested it. Whatever. Or she's right. After all, I thought she was going to be wrong and she's right. That's what I try to do in this.
Well, for me, it's like go back to the Catholic roots of things, like how and why the church started, and take down all of those constructed, male-dominated, constructed approaches to things, and just.
All right. Well, let me throw this at you because I've been trying different ways of promoting my services this
cool.
way.
I can take a picture of that, right?
Well, you don't need to take a picture, but you just put your camera over the image, and then it will bring up another prompt, which is usually yellow, and then you just open that web page, and then it's called Linktree. It's a service that you can pay for where you can list all of these different connections. It's almost like a watered down version of LinkedIn. It's called Linktree. But here's my suggestion. If you are going to be leaving work at the same time tomorrow or whatever, please consider contacting me first, and I will either match or beat Uber or Lyft, or you can just call me flat out and I can give you my rate, and you can say, okay, that's fair enough, I'll do that.
Okay, understood. Gotcha. So this is going to lead me to your particular?
The first thing is, it's just a basic set of links. I have my photography there available. I have my YouTube channel there available where I talk about theology and science and conversations that I have. And then I have options. I have an article that I wrote for the Georgia State University on refraction. That's the field that I study. You can read my article and you can see where I'm coming from, because I think that would be a fascinating scientific lecture at some point for people that, students don't know what mirages are, don't understand what mirages are. I could get up and give a lecture on mirage any day of the week, no notes, no problem.
I don't know. Tell me what it is. I realize that we're almost home here, but
well, I don't know. I'll drive around your neighborhood.
We're gonna go straight.
Oh.
Oh dear, there's an accident there. Yeah, give me the general definition of what you're talking about. Mirage.
A mirage is what is called an atmospheric phenomenon where refraction distorts. Distorts and displaces distant targets. Oh, what?
We wanted to go over there.
I thought you said turn left here.
Oh, no. It's right, but it's okay. So, okay,
all right.
Commonly in mirage in the desert, I see an oasis kind of thing.
Correct, but what is it that you're seeing in the distance? And it very often looks like
right
water.
Here where this church sign is.
This one.
Right here.
That's a
right side. Yeah.
I'm so confused. So confused.
I'm so sorry.
Because it's telling me to go a different direction.
Is it?
Yeah. Right now it's telling me to turn right here, turn right here, turn right again. So I'm making 3 lefts or 3 rights to go back that way.
Oh, that's very odd.
Yeah.
So we are making a right here, and then we're going to make a left into my court.
That's really weird. Okay.
That is weird.
When you look into the distance, like you're saying, if you are in a desert or whatever, and you see what looks like water in the distance, that's actually in the air along the surface of the ground, because the air is water, and at that angle, it condenses the distance.
Left.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is really weird. It says that we have 6 minutes left to get to your destination.
They don't know where we're going.
So here, let me look and see what it says. Which one is it? All the way down?
Right here by the Spanish line.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I do not like it when this happens. They wanted us to, they put another rider on here with us. That's what that was.
Oh.
And Uber does not let me toggle that off. Like, I want to turn that off because they just give it to me.
And is it mandatory that you do a ride share?
I turn them all down because I don't know what your schedule is. Like, I don't want to impose upon your time because whatever. So that's what that confusion was.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I have your info.
Queen Melissa, you do have my my invitation to you. You know, you're free to use Uber or Lyft to your heart's desire, but I hope that you would choose my services next time for obvious reasons in the last 25-30 minutes that we spent together.
Okay. It was nice to meet you, Trav.
It was a pleasure to meet you, my queen. I hope you have a blue sky day.
All right. It's gorgeous.
Isn't it? I was actually...
Who knew this morning that it would be gorgeous?
I know, exactly. When I took your ride request, I was lying on my back on my lawn looking up at the sky and just enjoying
and you're like, oh no, this lady needs a ride.
No. I turned it on intentionally. I was like, let's see what happens.
All right, you have a safe night.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so I don't know who's out there right now. Are you guys, what's the leading cause of dry skin? Smith, I'm going to steal that from you. I'm writing a comedy set list for my stand-up routine, so thanks for that. Leading cause of dry skin. That's funny. I was all thinking about getting scientific with you, blah, blah, blah. That's hilarious, dude. Great joke, man. Or woman. I mean, I don't know. Smith, you know, you could be a woman, I suppose. Anybody out there? All right, I am no longer on the clock per se. I am driving back home. I just made $25 for that ride, so I'm good to go. My clock is almost out anyway, so yeah, there you go. I don't know what happened with my, oh, that's what it was. I'm gonna listen to this again because it's been a long time since I've heard this song. By the way, this song is 3 minutes and 33 seconds long. A little karaoke for you. Hearts are falling in the river. Too many lonely souls are drifting out to sea. You pay your bets and then you pay the price. The things we do. I loved this song as a kid. I loved this song as a kid. Education is the problem to the answer. You got a number and your hand is on the phone. Weather's turned and all the lights are down. The things we do for love, the things we do for love. In the rain and the snow, and there's nowhere to go. When you're feeling like a part of you is dying. The answer in her eyes. You think you wanna break her, and she says she wants to make her. To love you. Ooh. Yeah, forget it, man. There's so much about Uber and Lyft that I just hate. So much about Uber and Lyft that I just do not appreciate. That's why I offer my services, because you're not gonna get any bullshit from me. Like walking in the rain and the snow, and there's nowhere to go. And you're feeling like a part of you is dying. Holy cow, Miss Kiki. Help the situation. Agree to disagree, but disagree before. Just the things we do. After all, it's just a compromise for the things we do for love. And oh man, I'm gonna hit Rossville Boulevard. Okay. I don't want to go south. Nope, I don't want to go south. I don't look at those little doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle. Those are bullshit rides. All right, is anybody out there? Guten Tag. Wie gehen Sie? Permission? We don't need no stupid permission. What you talking about? No, seriously, hey, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you are trying to figure out what it is I do, I create conversations as an Uber driver, and I publish those conversations, and I hope that they are entertaining. I hope that they are interesting. I hope they are enlightening. So, yeah. We got 2 people watching. If you are still here listening to the sultry sound of my voice, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and then sharing the content, because the only way I'm going to grow is if my audience shares my content. I want to go north, people. I do not want to go south. Darn it, I wish there was a way. But, oh, Uber and Lyft don't do that. I guess there's not a way. Brittany, are you still here? Smith, are you still here? German Auto, are you still here? All right, let's get some easy listening going. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Yacht rock. Let's do yacht rock. Yeah, baby. Sing it to me, Birdie. We had it all, like Bogey and Bacall. Oh yeah. So I have 2 people watching right now. Can you say hello to me, please? I would like to say hello to you if you would introduce yourself to me. So in case you aren't familiar with how YouTube really works, is that the more activity that happens on my live stream, like people in the chat, a lot of people come in and they see, oh, there's no one in the chat, but you're here, so you should be having conversations with other yous in the chat, right? There's 3 people watching right now, but there's no one talking. So I'm asking you to break down your walls of isolation and, overcome your lurkerness. You know what I mean? You're just lurking, you're just listening, you're not participating, but that's, not the way this rodeo is meant to be experienced. Yes, thank you for that comment. Hey. Somebody said my first name. I'm the. What's going on? Welcome to the show. You know how, right? You just got here. Okay, well, guess what? You're my messenger, right? Find somebody, find a platform, click the share button, and invite people that are like you into this discussion. And so when you're inviting people that you know and those people show up, guess what? You guys can have a conversation. Like, I need to beat this into your brain. All I can do is drive and talk. I need you to be my army of Smurfs. Are you in my Smurf army? How about this? I'm going to give you a moderator role. You have now been dubbed I am the Smurf. You are I am the Smurf. How about that? But anyway, in case you are still listening, because there are 3 people allegedly still watching this, it's very important for you to be the main part of the life of this channel, so that when people show up, again, like I said, you're the welcoming committee. Make them feel welcome. Let them know what this is, because a lot of people show up and they're like, what is this? What's going on? Or blah, blah, blah. Like, this is a podcast about nothing and everything all at once. I am just not going to find what I'm looking for right now, okay? Welcome to the show. I'm your gay podcast host, Trav-EL Mateus, the gayest podcaster in all the land. I'm so gay for gaiety. Gay people make me happy. I'm gay. Are you gay? Why aren't you gay? This is a place for gaiety and frivolity and serenity and amity and levity and brevity, right? Reclaiming the word gay. Gay does not mean what culture says that it means. Gay means felicity, okay? This is a felicitous podcast. It's the most felicitous podcast. Okay, does that make it better if I use the word felicitous instead of gay? That trigger word, right? But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to trigger you. I'm here to trigger your friends. I'm here to trigger your mom, trigger your dad, trigger your aunt, trigger your sister, your brother, your cousin, your coworker. Right? This is the podcast that's going to revolutionize podcasting, because what I'm doing right now doesn't exist on YouTube. I defy you to find another mobile podcaster who live streams from his car while he's giving rides to patrons. I don't post videos on drunk people getting out of bars and getting into Ubers and hitting on drivers. I don't post that stupidity. If you want to be that low vibration, then that's your choice, but it's not here. This is a high vibration. This is a highly strung podcast, okay? Am I like, what do you think, right? Awesome, thank you, I'm the Smurf. German Otto Smurf, are you still here? I got 5 Smurfs watching. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I mean, do I have to just keep welcoming the show over and over again? Because people are like, what's the show about? Look at the description. Click the description. Go to my channel. Look at my channel. Go to my live streams and look at all of the conversations that I post that happen in my carriage. Anybody else out there besides I am the? Okay, jump into the chat. Like, why are you here? There's 4 of you right now. What are you doing right now except not commenting? Like, that's not part of the show. Like, you're the show. You're the star. I'm just some guy who turned on his channel and you showed up, right? If I stop talking, and if I then play this music, what's going to happen to the show? I'm going to stop talking right now. Here, I'm going to prove my point. Ready? I'm going to prove my point. You are so very important to the life of this show. The success of this channel is all on your shoulders, because I am the entertainment, but if no one's here to listen, it's hard to entertain when the audience has left the building. So that's where you come in. You create entertainment in the chat. Welcome people. Make them feel loved. Make them feel appreciated. Listen to what they're telling you. Find out who they are. Find out where they're from. Find out what they think. Start an intelligent conversation. That's what this channel is all about. It's the podcast about nothing and everything all at once. Because I don't have a script. I don't have a plan. You heard that conversation with Queen Melissa a moment ago if you were here. It was a very intelligent conversation. Wait a minute. I didn't hear the whole song of Bertie Higgins. This is Key Largo by Bernie Higgins, everyone. Key Largo, Yacht Rock. So if I don't talk right now and it's just this music, what's going to happen when somebody shows up and says, what's going on in here? What is this all about? Are you going to step up and help them understand? We had it all, just like Bogey and Bacall. Late, late show, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid. What's going on, Walking Axel? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, baby, let's get this going. Let's keep this going, okay? How many more people can you bring into the chat? Let's keep this going. We got I Am The and Walking Axel. You guys know what this show is about, right? Make this happen. Make it rain in the chat. Make it rain in the chat. Man, if I hadn't worked all day already today, I'd be out making money right now because it's really busy. But I've already reached the end of my hours. I have like 40 minutes left on my clock. We had it all, just like Boogie and Bacall, starring in our own late, late show. After hours, sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you, kid. These are all the things we did. We can find it once again. Just sailing away to Key Largo. Yeah, baby. Yacht Rock. If you don't know Yacht Rock, you don't know music, baby. Fight me. Hey, we got 6 people. If we got 6 people watching, would you please find the Fonzarelli, find that thumb, and smash that like, or smash that dislike. It doesn't matter to me. It's all about algorithms. Sometimes wonder why all the flowers had to die. I think about you and come and go. Nights they seem so long. Come on over tonight. Come on over. It's gonna be a cool night. Just let me hold you by the fire. I used to listen to this when I was a teenager. Like, I loved this music when I was a teenager in the 80s. I would lie on my bed and just pine away about Amy Buster and Suzanne Fowler and Heather Rayome and Stephanie Grabo and all of these girls that I knew, Jennifer Berry. All these girls that I pined over, they were just too far away. They were from the other side of the tracks, as it were. No chance of romance. I would listen to this music and just dream and daydream. What about you? Lay out any plan. Come on over So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head to my watering hole. Okay, I'm going to go to Bacco Italian Wine Bar and Restaurant, and I'm going to order a drink that's never been made before, and I'm going to name the drink. That's my new tradition. That's my new habit. If you go out drinking, challenge your bartender to create a drink that doesn't exist and say, I'll name it. You make it, I'll name it. I've created, I don't know, like 7 or 8 different brand new drinks that never existed before, and I've asked master drink mixers. Is that what the term is? Like, what's it? Alchemists? They're alchemists, right? But you know, is it a? Are you a? What is it? What's your master? What is it you call it? I'm a cocktail maker. I don't know. All right, here we go. We got a fair coming up. Gonna pick up Kenda. I'm guessing Queen Kenda. Mixologist. Yeah. Thanks. That's right. Awesome. See, that's why I need you guys. I knew it was something. It was like in my brain. I knew what it was. Yes. Thank you. A mixologist. Yes. I love it. Find your favorite mixologist and say, hey, you look like an intelligent fellow. You look like an intelligent fellette. Make me something that's never been made before. Blow my mind. And they love it. They love it. Like, transform your world. Don't just be a stick in the mud. Like, think, man. Think, woman. And require other people to think. And then ask them, what are you thinking? Because I don't know what you know. Like, tell me something I don't know. Nice. All right, what did you say about a headache, Axel? Was that like a hangover headache or what? Is that a drink? Is that a drink called the headache? I know it's a good idea. I'm full of good ideas. I know it. Want to hear my other idea? It's called Happy Hour Hopscotch. It's a bar crawl during happy hour. So you get shit-faced and you go from one happy hour place, boom, boom, boom. Happy hour only lasts for like 3 hours, maybe 3.5, right? How many happy hours can you hit in a 3-hour time spot? I'm your driver. I'm sober. You guys have all the fun you want, right? How is that not going to be a success? Name of a drink. I just made it up. Been done. So you called the drink the headache. Awesome. I'm going to do that today. I'll go in and I'll find James, or I'll find Jacqueline, or I'll find Amanda, or I'll find Sierra, or I'll find Alan, right? These are all like what? I just named 5 different bartenders at the place that I go to. And I'll say, okay, have you heard of the drink, the headache? And they'll be like, no. I'll be like, that's because it doesn't exist. Make it. That's what I did. I gave one bartender, Maggie, who's absolutely gorgeous, by the way. I gave Maggie, I said, Maggie, here's the name of the drink I want you to make that's never been made. Are you ready? She said, yeah. I said, here's the name of the drink. The Girl from the Night Before. Right? Yeah, well, you can be the designated driver. Like, it's almost like everyone has their price, you know what I mean? Like, everybody can be bought out, if the price is right. So as a drinker, or as a mixologist, or as a bartender, alcohol can be made palatable with enough sugar. You know what I mean? Just a spoonful of sugar helps the whiskey go down, the gin go down, the tequila go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the vodka go down. In the most delightful way. Oh, you want me to play? Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, hey, check this out, Walking Axel. I created a brand new version of Fireball. I call it Fire Clear. It's made with Everclear, cinnamon, and apple. And then I did a bourbon version of it as well. And people love it. They love it. It's a bit strong, of course, but they like it. Oh, the cinnamon. Oh, that's great. I can taste. Yeah. Okay, so you want me to play a song. Hold on. Let me get this up. I didn't know what you were posting those links for, but I gotcha. Making it last forever. All right, here we go. Let's use that. You know what? I can't scroll back on my open other phone. I can't scroll back up to your. Can you post that link again? Post it again for me. Axel, can you post it again for me, please? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, you know what? It's not come. Oh, it's not letting me hit the link, bro. I can't hit that link, man. I'm sorry. Just tell me the name of the song and I'll look it up. Tell me the name of the song, okay? That'll be the easiest way to do that. Can I do that? Can I make that request from you? So, darling, no. Now that we've grown apart, it's hard to part. Oh, you want me to do Key Largo by Sarah Vaughan? Okay, forgive me for not catching on to that. Okay, Key Largo by Sarah Vaughan. Okay. There we go. Put your requests in. There we go. Nice. All right. Here's Sarah Vaughan, Key Largo. Thanks for being patient with me to catch up with what you guys were laying down. Is this like an Ella Fitzgerald version? I mean, you know, like a era. This is Ella Fitzgerald era. Oh, hi, Laura. I think I remember picking that up from IRM that you were your pronoun is she. Pleasure to meet you, Laura. Thank you for being here. You said yes, so that's the answer to my question about Ella Fitzgerald. Okay. All right, so we're picking up Kenda. So you guys are going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the interaction that I create. Hope I don't drop the ball. So I'm going to lower this volume right now for the moment. You know, I need to be spinning this on a 12-inch, you know what I mean? Or a 45, I suppose. Just watching the show. To find you once more. How empty it seems. 8:03. Okay, hopefully we don't have all of these, but I guess we might. Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Kenda?
Yes.
Is it all three of you?
Yes.
Okay, well, I might have to make some room because I don't know if you want to sit in the back. So if you want to give me just a second, I'm going to have to clear out the front seat if that's okay.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
I mean, I want you to be comfortable. If you guys want to sit in the back, that's fine with me. But
I'm gonna sit up.
It'd be more comfortable if I just move my.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up front with you.
Okay. How you guys doing? All right, all right, all right.
Come on.
Yes, he is. What is
All right, and let me scoot this back a little bit. Are you gonna sit in the front?
No, I'm gonna sit in the back.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna sit behind you.
All right,
She
just want to
wanna
make sure
sit-
your foot has the room. Okay.
Thank you.
You there?
Yeah.
You make me want to get the bigger car, bro.
I understand. Big guy, you're.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's a nice car, though.
All right, so just let you know that I do record these trips for security and safety reasons. So, all right, and put this back up and get the AC back on. So where are we off to right now? We got in a little errand.
Yes.
The day certainly turned out sunnier than it started, right? It's gorgeous outside. And everybody's got room back. You have enough?
Yes, I'm
Those
good.
waters are there if you want water.
Oh, thank you.
Just to let you know a little bit about myself, I love what I do here. This is my favorite thing that I've ever done. I've driven tractor trailer. I've been a pastor. I've been a youth pastor. I've been a teacher. And if you use Uber and Lyft often, I think that you probably have a frustration with those platforms like I do. Maybe not. But I'm creating a brand new business called Driver. And if you're interested, that code on the back of the car or the back of the seat there will give you my information. And if you call me instead of Uber or Lyft, I will either match or beat their price in order to keep you as my client. So if you ever need a ride anywhere, I'm just over in Bel Air, so 15, 20 minutes away. Typically, which is, if somebody in the morning or whatever needs a ride, then that's how long it takes me to get here anyway. So just to let you know, there's a new kid in town, so to speak. All right.
Options are always good.
Exactly, right? There's only 2 options out there, and I'm giving you a 3rd option, and hopefully the volume of business for Uber and Lyft will diminish here, and they'll think, what's going on in Harford County? Why are we losing numbers? And it's because of me. So is this a round trip? Am I taking you somewhere and then going back?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
that's great.
it's
No
a
worries.
round trip. 2 stops.
Yeah, okay.
Got your little thing set up in here, too.
I'm going to play this over again. I had one of my listeners wanted to listen to Sarah Vaughan. So I'll play this over again because I didn't listen to the whole thing. Imagine any of the artists today, singing like this maybe. Like who would you picture with like be able to carry this out?
Well, female?
Yeah, sure. I could see Lady Gaga, in a.
What, Lady Gaga?
I mean, like in a video where she's.
Lattice.
Lattice. Well, what's that chick name? Start with an S. SW some shit.
SZA.
SZA. Yeah.
But this is like Lattice.
And which store is it?
You're gonna see a gas station right there.
Is it the gas station we're going to?
Yeah, we're going to that gas station.
Okay.
Gas station.
The
Right?
BP?
Yes.
Okay.
If they have any strawberry culture
Get 'em.
and some more green ones, I got.
You
Just
want the
like
blue
two.
one?
See if they blue or strawberry. You stay here because you be overdoing it in there.
You say blue and strawberry?
Strawberry, yes. Thank you. Their Wi-Fi here is terrible. It breaks up everything. I think it's
Yeah.
in the area.
Yeah, it's
It
something in
messes
the
up
air, right?
everything. It's not you. It's in the area. You going with me tomorrow? You gonna vote?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
You're big enough to go now.
Big enough to go where?
To go with me to vote.
What did you say?
Vote.
What is a vote?
A vote? You know what a
Oh.
vote is. Don't play with me.
I thought you said a boat.
No, not a vote. A vote. We're going to go vote tomorrow. Take the granny out.
Since I was very little, I just wanted to sing for
Yeah.
Simon. I really want to impress him. That would be so amazing.
You got the contract?
This is the biggest opportunity of my
Thank
life.
you.
I really hope
Well,
to
they,
win the
she
show.
liked the cherries too. We didn't got all. That's alright. That's fine. Thank you, babe.
What, green bean?
No, it's fine. Alright. It's stuck in my house.
They only had yellow.
That's fine. She didn't want any more.
My bad, bro.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, that was fine. It was even charged. They must be out of the strawberry ones. That was the strawberry
Rubber.
knew. Yeah, they knew.
They
And I
knew.
said, they knew. Yeah, they knew. And we even brought them all up. Which is hilarious.
This is Whitney Houston. This is Whitney.
No, this is Angelina Jordan.
Oh,
coming up here?
Yes. It's the Rise.
Oh, it's Y Store?
Rise.
Oh, Rise? I don't know what that is. Oh, Rise.
Yeah.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay.
It's that you can park in the
Oh, okay.
spots over
I was
there.
going to let you get close to the entrance if you needed it. But...
Oh, the entrance is down the bottom.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that used to be like
Well, I can get you. I can get
No,
you.
it's fine.
It's good.
I don't want you walking that far.
No, it's good, bro.
You sure?
I need the exercise anyway.
Okay. Oops. Doggone it. I don't like Uber's setup because
You touch one thing and it messes you up.
yeah, because usually it's Lyft.
Mhm.
Lyft will have a button that says that I arrived at the stop.
Mhm.
So when we got here, it has go to next stop.
Oh,
So I already hit that, like we're going back. I think it was probably home, but it's no
yeah.
big deal.
That's okay. Yeah, I know. They change it. They tweak them all just a little bit. Yeah, I used to do deliveries for the Uber Eats.
Uh-huh.
I never got into the rides. I would do DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Right. Well, I'll go back. I'll go down that way for the pickup at least. Sounds like Adele.
Is it?
No, it's still Angelina Jordan. Oh, and Adele. Huh. But that's... There's Adele.
Yeah.
But the first vocalist sounded like Adele to me.
That's how I know.
Home again, jiggity jig.
Back home. Oh my goodness. My first doctor's appointment. Huh?
On Wednesday.
What happened?
Wednesday.
Yeah. Hopefully he said I can get out this and get back into my air cast. Lady start to play the game.
Hold on to your shirts. Fade to black, yeah? And this is Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse.
Or is this a cover by Angelina Jordan? Back to Black. Okay, this is just a cover. Back to Black.
I think she is.
Yeah, they have to have a movie about her.
Who, Amy?
Yeah. I don't know if it's is it Netflix or is it actual in the movie theater? Somebody's doing it. I just saw a promo for it.
Huh. I mean, they might as well make biopic movies about every artist that's gone. You know, like how many of them are there that, you know, Janis Joplin we can talk about. And,
It's like a whole club of them though.
you mean
like
the 27 Club?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it like
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain? Yeah. And Jimi Hendrix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jim Morrison.
Yes. And somebody else.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody else. I can't think of it. Let's see. So Hendrix,
Mhm.
Joplin, maybe Mama Cass.
Really?
Mama Cass from the Mamas and the Papas.
I know, but
She died of an overdose.
I thought it was just they were like around that age. They were either 27 or under.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, John Belushi was older, I think. I don't think he was just 27. I think he was maybe older in this. I don't even know. Maybe
Then
in his
Chris
third-
Farley died the same way,
Yeah,
which was crazy because he idolized him.
I know. Isn't that the irony of it, right?
It is.
Yeah.
James Dean.
James Dean was 24 and he died in a car crash, so it
Yeah.
wasn't. It
It wasn't an overdose.
No.
I'm thinking like it has to be because I think it's a couple of them.
Yeah, so just in the future, if you have to get to work or if you have an errand to run, like I said,
Yeah, I took a picture of it. Yeah, I took a picture so I could just scan it and look at it. I gave it my phone to play with. Yeah, I did take a picture of it because it pops up with the picture. And you're just the only one doing it right now?
This is my idea, so yeah, I'm the only one.
Oh, listen,
No
I mean,
middleman.
basically, it's not complicated. I just don't have all of the undesirable experiences with Uber. Like, so if you look up Uber tomorrow morning and you got to go on go to work or whatever. Most people pull up both Uber and Lyft and go, and they look for which one is the cheapest
The cheapest or the fastest?
or whichever, right?
Yeah.
So the way that I would say to challenge it is to put me to the test and say, look up those two offers and then call me up and say, what are you going to offer? And then I offer and you go, oh, Lyft is cheaper than you. And I go, great. How much did they say? And you say $17. Then I go, great, I'll do it for $15.
Oh, wow.
You want to save $2 and hang out with me for 15 minutes or what? That's the idea.
And you just stay in Harford County or do you go outside?
No, I go anywhere business goes. However, it can be heavy enough here to stay here. And
Yeah.
I've made enough money in one day from 5 in the morning until noon.
Oh, that's
You know,
good.
I've done that here, but it's just not consistent. And I think, call me a conspiracy theorist, I think that there are times when I'm driving around, I'm thinking there's no way nobody wants a ride right now. And it's almost like they're not sending me options. That's just a conspiracy theory for me, though.
Well, they do that with they tell you that you have a hot spot with the delivery app.
Sure.
With their app, especially they're not even big out here, to be honest, as far as their delivery. DoorDash is king out here, but Uber, you get it every once in a while, and that's crazy. Did you see that? But I don't call you. I believe it. You so funny.
Oh, let's hear Angelina Jordan do Bohemian Rhapsody.
Since I'm very little, I just want to sing for a second. I really want to impress someone that would be so amazing.
So this is her America's Got Talent song.
The biggest opportunity of my life. I really hope to win the show. I hope so. Hi, Angelina. So nice to meet you. You won Norway's Got Talent in 2014. Yes. Congratulations. So tell us, how old were you when you won? I was
9, I think she was 9. Oh, 7.
Oh,
Wow. She was 7. There we go. Feel free to hang out and listen to the whole song if you want. I don't mind. All right, my queen, my princess, and my king.
you know.
Thank you.
My pleasure taking care of you. I hope you have a blue sky rest of your day.
You too. Huh? You got that? Thank you. You ready?
You get out, cool.
Yeah, I got it. This is going down here.
You alright?
Yeah, it used to get stuck under the chairs all the time. So
I'll you have a good day, bro.
All right, so I have 3 minutes left on the clock, so I'm turning the clock off. Anybody still here? Oh, yeah, well, I didn't think about it until, whatever. It is what it is. It'll happen when it happens. How was the audio for the, could you hear us talking clearly enough? By the way, I am going in for my drink, so I'm totally looking forward to that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very, 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 very content with my life right now. I've created an environment where I'm able to just do whatever I want, whenever I want, however many times I want, of course, within the, the parameters of affordability, because of course I have limited funds, but I'm acting as though I don't. I'm acting as though I don't have limited funds, right? Where did all of this wealth come from? Where did all of this opportunity and joy come from? Because I have it. And still trying to understand how to create more and more of it in future connotations and future insinuations and future allegations and all of those other words that I like throwing around, right? So anyway, we got 3 people hanging out. Play her version, I Put a Spell on You. Okay. Makes me want to actually put on some white stripes or something. All right. I put a spell on you. Oops. Angelina Jordan. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, she looks 8 years old. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. 8 years old, and to be born with the voice of a goddess. Like, do you think reincarnation is this thing? Like, she's Ella Fitzgerald reborn in a new body, right? Or whatever. Ooh, that would be a good drink. Is there a drink called I Put a Spell on You? That'd be a good one. Yeah, it's called a roofie. Does that work as a joke? I just told a joke. Does that work? Isn't there a song called I Put a Spell on You? Nah, that's just called a roofie. Or a molly. Oh yeah, you think? Singers channel through her. Alright, what am I doing right now? I'm getting turned around topsy-turvy, okay. So I just got a request to pick someone up that I'm helping out because she can't afford transportation, so she asked me to come pick her up in 15 minutes. So I think I'm going to do that. I hate Abracadabra. Are you talking about Steve Miller? I hate that song. That is like one of my least. That's like asking me if I've seen Howard the Duck. I hate Howard the Duck as a memory of mine from the child. Like, I love Steve Miller Band. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I hate that song. I wanna reach out and grab you. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Save your $1 bills, everyone. It's just like pennies. Save your $1 bills and give them away freely to people who are in need. Like I'm doing right now with this brother right here. Be well, my guy. What do you mean, am I sure?
Oh,
I wouldn't be giving it to you if I wasn't sure. I can't reach that far.
I appreciate it.
What's your name, man?
Adam.
Adam.
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you from around here or what? Here, hold on. Let me back up. I'm an Uber driver, so I'm just waiting for somebody.
Oh, yes, sir. Originally from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just drove down to Texas for the eclipse.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
was it?
It was amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a friend who was who lives outside of Dallas Fort Worth, and so he was right in the path of totality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we watched we just watched the entire world just go dark. I mean, it wasn't all dark, but it was dark enough. The crickets started coming out, you know, chirping. The frogs started coming out. It was
Everything's a lot
wild.
louder,
It was
you know
wild.
what I mean? Hell, it's like the whole earth like is breathing. You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
like it's actually being heard. You know, and it makes you wonder. It's like who's else is hearing that? You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm not huge like on like a God belief thing, but I believe in everything. You know what I mean? I believe there's everything around.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate
Adam,
it.
you take care of yourself.
You too, ma'am. Thank you. And like, yes, and yeah. So it's like it comes down to like, you know, how could we communicate to them, especially if it feels as if the earth is actually breathing and talking to them. So how do we communicate to them to feel?
Who's
like
the them?
does?
Who's the them?
Really to everything, whatever everything is, wherever that eclipse, wherever the eclipse starts. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever is like looking through a telescope through it or something. You know what I mean? I would love to talk to them to know, you know, what's life like on their side? Is it the same way as us? You know what I mean? Like how could we contribute to their, you know, way of life, especially in the way of death, especially when there's resurrections real and stuff. Like, you know, Egypt did it back in the day, but we don't do it now. So is that?
Oh, wait. Tell me what you know, man. What are you talking about? Egypt and resurrection. What are you talking about?
Well, it's interesting because you look at, you know, remember like watching all those history channels and them saying they saw black ghoulish type figures and like shadowy type figures.
Okay.
But they would always say that if a person gets caught in that, they disappear. So that means, in my eye, that it looks like Egypt has this power that can resurrect from life and death. They can resurrect the death through life and death, and then put them in that shadow figure to either dismay them, dismember them, and get rid of them, or give them that power to resurrect a new life. So almost imagine like almost like a new figure coming in, except for they're not shadowy. They're a light figure that can actually bring, you know, pathogens and bring actual, not just power but wisdom within the power. Instead of being like the three wise men that walked across the whole country, they brought the actual power from the everythings down to their place of, you know, well-being, and brought them that type of wisdom and that type of knowledge. And that in itself makes me wonder, you know.
I'm actually live streaming right now, and I'm sad I'm not getting all of you, so I'm bringing the mic a little bit closer.
Oh no, it's okay.
So
It's okay.
So everybody, this is Adam. But yeah, so it sounds like you've done a lot of, you know, broad reading, especially in, you know, maybe Egyptian like spirituality, or if you want to call it Hermeticism, or
Hermeticism is a good word.
you know what I mean.
I definitely look at it as like, think of it as also like, because I don't want to get stuck too much on like Egypt and resurrection. I'd rather have it all, you know, what if the whole earth got succumbed by all that? Would it be the same belief as Egypt back in the day? In my opinion, like if there's a God-given gift or a gift from the gods that brought all this type of power and wisdom, and even the memory of the knowledge that happened back in the day, you know, would that actually, you know, change reality and change the way we look at it? Would that God gift be able to cause an eclipse like you saw the other day or the other night? Or would it cause what happened in Egypt, a resurrection or a light source that can cause a better life through a resurrection? You know what I mean? So instead of going through the resurrection and being pulled from it, you're being brought up and actually given that light source through every part of your activated mind. So like every YouTube channel, they have like images of all these streams of like kind of lights and different colors that, you know, illuminate the complexity of your mind. Well, imagine a light source coming from outside of the galaxy, the Milky Way, even in farther beyond, being able to shoot down here, come down and talk to you, but not as a shadowy figure, but as a light figure, and be able to activate your mind and be able to actually, you know, remember what actually happened throughout history and throughout all of time without reading a book. Like you shouldn't need to read a book to remember it. You know what I mean? We all have an imagination. Why can't our imaginations be hooked up just like our activated mind is?
I think that you're onto something, because I've been saying the same thing, as I've thought about the things that you're talking about, I actually have a limited view of the universe.
Yes.
I think that what we see is all there is.
Yeah.
I don't believe in space.
Like,
I don't believe in
that's perfect way to
moon
bring it out.
landings.
Yeah, imagine a black hole being someone's swimming pool. You know what I mean? Like, what if that's like an outer space being that lives there, and that black hole to us, to our naked eye, it looks like a black hole, but really it's
I
just
think I understand what you're saying. It's
know what I
almost
mean?
like, do you
Like
remember,
it's
did you ever
something
watch
simple.
Men in Black?
Yes.
You know, at the very end where it was just like everything's and everything is and everything is and everything is and
Yes.
everything is and everything. It's just fractal upon fractal upon fractal. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And all that should be implanted in our imaginations, so that way it can illuminate our minds and bring our.
Okay, so I'm tracking with you, man. I'm tracking with you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is my concept of a little bit of what you made me think about what I think dreams are. I think dreams are a simulation. So when you go to sleep tonight, you and I could actually meet up somewhere
Yes.
in that simulation
Yes.
while we're dreaming,
Yes.
while we're asleep.
I agree.
Okay. So imagine then if you and I met somewhere, we met up and we, you know, we're getting a drink, coffee or beer, whatever you want. And we said to each other, why don't we stay here for about 30 years? Right? In the 6 hours that we're sleeping,
Yeah.
we spend 30 years in dream time,
That makes sense to me.
right?
Yes.
And then we learn shit,
yes.
right?
And we actually wake up with not.
We make something.
Yes,
What if we make
out of
something and then we're like, okay, now you need to remember this when you wake up. Remember what we just did and do it out here,
it. Yes.
right?
Yep. That's what I would say. Like, and that would be the same instance as we got together, the same way, same everything, but except for it came true. Like, imagine 6 years from that instance of those 6 hours of time that we randomly meet up and we go, oh shit, you remember that same, like, do we have the same?
Don't I know you? Didn't we meet somewhere? Like, that's what
Yeah.
deja vu is, bro.
Well, imagine if deja vu
To a
was
certain
taken-
extent.
Yeah, we'll take that out of it. Take that out of the equation all whatsoever. Imagine us actually believing it through our minds, going, yeah, no, that definitely happened. We definitely saw the same thing. Then imagine us sitting there drinking our coffee or beer or whatever, you know, whatever we prefer, and going, it's that guy right there. We're going to change that guy's life. So imagine both of us giving, like, you know how Tesla came around. It was just like some random guy came up. Or no, I'm sorry, not Tesla, Facebook. He came out of nowhere. It blew up social media. So imagine if we're sitting at a coffee shop talking to Mark Zuckerberg, convincing him to make a social media. Through our imaginations,
Yeah, I
we
get you.
had a deja vu
Yeah,
instance that we
right.
were able to take out of time
Right.
and history and out of our minds to where we can actually use the deja vu, not actually, you know, introduce and induce ourselves into a coma of knowing that deja vu exists, but not knowing how to use it. You know what I mean? So what if we could use deja vu? We did that, and now we brought Mark Zuckerberg and we changed society. Just by a coffee and a drink of 6 hours of our sleep time.
Yeah, I get you. I
And
totally
that
get
actually
you.
happened.
Or you go back so even what you're talking about has to do in a sense with time travel, possibly.
Yeah, it's very true.
There is a fantastic series. It's a 3-season series on Prime. It's called Undone. And it's basically about a woman coming undone mentally because she's schizophrenic,
Yes.
but she's actually a shaman.
Yes.
But she doesn't know that she's a shaman, so she doesn't know why she's hearing voices. She doesn't know why she's seeing her grandmother. She doesn't know why. And so there's no one there to guide her. And then, you know, she's being labeled with schizophrenia. Hey, man, I actually have someone I got to go pick up.
Oh yeah.
But I do want to keep in touch. Like, you're from Texas, but what are you doing here, man? Are you hanging out here in Harford County for as long as you can? Or like, are you moving on sometime soon or what?
I move around most of the time. I try to. I'm more
Like, do you want to be?
stagnant here,
I don't
actually.
have no judgment. Or
Yeah.
do you want to be a vagabond for the rest of your life? Is that your life?
I don't mind being homeless by choice. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, yeah,
I've got a friend. Okay, I'm gonna send you. Do you have a phone and can you watch YouTube and all that?
I usually only have Wi-Fi and stuff. Like, I have a phone, but I don't have any service.
Okay, so you have to depend on getting Wi-Fi from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen. I mean, I live in this area, and if you need anything, I don't know how can you get a hold of me? If you need something, I want to be able to help you. If you can. If
Well,
you
I'm
need it.
normally here, there, or like Wawa or McDonald's. Sometimes I go down to Home Depot to use their Wi-Fi and stuff.
Okay.
But other than that, I usually just hang around here and go back to my tent that's like kind of close by here. I just
Oh yeah, you got a little enclave, little
right next to a river spot. I can go fishing. You know what I
bro.
mean? Hell yeah! I even have a rock set up to where it's like it
Oh
just
man,
feels.
good for you, man.
Hell yeah! Now, real quick before you have to go, think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the same complexity of your mind. Now imagine all about perspective. Think about all these cloud thoughts. Imagine someone sitting here and it's your imagination, all your thoughts.
Do you mind if I bring my phone out to show people what you're telling me?
Of course, of course.
All right.
So imagine like all about perspective. So you got, like imagine like if God gave a gift and a gift was sitting right here going, I have all this power. These looks like doorways, but they're just power slots to my door that connect to my chair. So when you lay down here, it might look all scrambled, but when you slide across the cloud and fall down into my hands, I can read your mind, your clouds, your thoughts, your imagination, and be able to attach all this type of illuminating power or illuminating, the senses of even deja vu, being able to be controlled and be able to use through time and through your imagination when it goes up through all these, all about
What's
perspective.
that chair? What's that chair? Is that a medical chair? That looks like something that would be in an insane asylum.
It kind of does look like that in a way, but imagine being not knowing. Imagine everybody in reality not knowing who God's gift is, or even if resurrection.
Do you know what my name is, dude?
What's that?
My name is Travel Mateus, which
Mateus.
means God's gift who travels.
Yes.
That's what my name means, man.
Isn't that is ironic? You know what I mean? Well, imagine meeting the God's gift.
I am that, man.
Wouldn't that be something? So all
and
about
so are you,
perspective.
those. But so are you.
Right. But
Adam, you're the
Yes.
first man.
Oh shit. Taylor, there is a reference in the Bible, long in the Old Testament, there was Taylor. It was named as Aridius and Tales and Oniritis. That's what it used to be. There's multiple different translations. But if you were to take, you ever heard about the earth being on a play button?
The Earth being on a play button?
Yes.
Dude, we're going to have to carry this conversation on again sometime
Just think
in the
about
future.
that triangle,
Yeah, I
those
got you.
thoughts all being together into that play button there, and then that play button reverse, and you click in that button, and it works. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hey, listen, yeah, I mean, I start my mornings at like 5 o'clock in the morning. But if you can get it to it, like over at McDonald's at 5 in the morning on Wednesdays, let me show you the group, the guys that I listen to. They have a podcast on YouTube called Iron Realm Media. And they do a show from 5 in the morning to 7.
Okay.
And I show up as a panel member. I'm driving around, and sometimes I'll say something if I think something's interesting or whatever. But for the most part, they talk about it. They'll get the newspaper out, read what's going on, and talk about the shit that's like, that's not real, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, especially when they got Hamas and Israel going to war, and they were talking about a lot of Bible stuff. That was like heightening up YouTube and stuff, getting so many views. And then out of nowhere, that drops out, and you got a war with Israel and Hamas. Then Ukraine and Russia starts getting worse. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why is there so much war? And then you look up out the clouds. I've seen faces in the clouds here. You know what I mean? Like, that to me looks like it's presence, but they're not showing a good presence as far as a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, they're reading our signatures down here, going, oh boy, if God's gift ain't happy, that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good at all.
Right.
Especially when you look at a lot of different scenarios going on. If there's clouds in the faces and you're seeing electric shocks like come to you, it may not be good. You know what I mean? Especially in certain areas.
I can't find this thing. So actually, now that I think about it, 2 Fridays ago, I was the guest for their show on Friday night, and I talked about my spiritual rebirth that just happened 2 weeks ago on my 52nd birthday.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. That's where I heard my name Travel.
There you go.
Or do you remember, you know what Superman's Kryptonian name is?
Oh, I don't know the Kryptonian name, but I know it's kryptonite.
Kal-El.
Yeah.
And then his father is Jor-El. And then I heard in my dream that my name is Trav-EL, which means travel, right? Well, anyway, I'm just trying to find this episode because they interviewed a man who is homeless, but he makes it his job, his calling to be God to the homeless.
There
Like
you go.
he is decidedly homeless, not accidentally, not whatever. Like, this is my lot. I am here to be Jesus and light to this community.
There you go.
And so if you want, it's called Iron Realm Media, okay, and this episode is about 3 hours long, and it will blow your mind, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So it's from 1 month ago,
Okay.
and like I said, Iron Realm Media is the name of the channel. Iron Realm Media.
The son of a beach returns. I like it.
Right, sells them for $80, $70, or whatever people do. Just give them whatever.
Oh,
$10 they got, they'll give them $10. He'll give them the rock.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's what's up.
you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever and have nothing to do, head over to McDonald's, that Wi-Fi, and check these guys out. There's tons of content. Man, if I see you around again, I'll definitely stop back by and check on you and see how it's going. Maybe you can show me your pad.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
You enjoy the cannabis?
Yes.
All right. And then I'll bring something by. We can toke it out. And,
that'd be
and
cool,
hang out,
man. That'd be really cool.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate. Oh, nice to meet you,
Adam.
brother.
How are you?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not good.
All right. I got to go to get my next ride, so I'll check you later, man, okay?
Yes, sir, man. You have fun, man.
Absolutely.
Be safe always. Safe travels, you know?
That's right, bro.
Oh, man.
All right. Get that right there.
That would be good.
Let's back up here. All right. All righty.
Oh, yes,
We'll
sir.
check you later.
Yes, sir.
How did that work? Did you guys hear all that? That was pretty interesting. That's a divine appointment, right? Get ready, 'cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come. All right, so we're gonna go pick up Brenda, but not that Brenda, another Brenda. How's the audience out there? You guys still here? Hey, Sue. I'm still in the mood to go back to some easy listening, so I'm going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, baby, Christopher Cross. How about this? Can you name this song? It is the night, my body's weak, I'm on the run, no time to sleep. I gotta ride like the wind, to be free again. And I've got such a long way to go, to make it to the border of Mexico. So I ride like the wind, ride like the wind. I was born a son of a novice man, always took my mind with a gun in my hand. Gotta ride like the wind. And I got such a long way to go, make it to the border of Mexico. So I ride like the wind, I ride like the wind. Gonna ride like the wind. All right, got 2 people watching. You guys still hanging out? This channel is not going to grow without you. I need you to help this channel grow. You understand what I'm saying? I was nowhere in sight when the church bells rang. It is the night, my body's weak. I'm on the run, no time to sleep. I gotta ride like the wind. Gotta ride like the wind. Such a long way to go. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba.
Here for
Brenda?
Brenda.
Yeah.
When she's supposed to be taking to Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart.
So she's at Walmart right now? Okay. All right. Thanks. So I totally messed up. I didn't read her message clearly, so it's my fault. Well, that's the divine appointment, right? I misread her text, and then I met Adam. So there you go. This song doesn't sound familiar at all to me. I have no idea what this is. All right, I'm going to end this because there's only one person watching. I'll catch you guys later.